So we are in Mason City at East Park, and there's a locomotive here. It's kind of fenced in, but we're going to take a look at it. All right, here's a plaque. So this locomotive is in 1912 it was built, and this is the Minneapolis and St. Louis. And this is said to be in pristine condition. So I'll show it to you just in a couple other spots here. It's hard for me to show you this through the fence, but you know, they lock it up and then they open it up, I guess, on weekends or something, and I'm here on a Wednesday. So you'll have to just see what I can see today. On the spot where I get up a little bit. I think you can see that from here. It's pretty cool, isn't it? Pristine condition. Just awesome. Yeah. Okay, I think you can see that. It's in pretty good shape, hey? Yeah. That's pretty cool. Okay, here's a plaque, and you can read this if you want. Talks a little bit about this engine. Okay, here's another kiosk. And I'll just pan down. You can stop and read this if you want. Here it kind of shows some of the depots. There's a cool picture. It's another one. There you go. Right there. Now here's one about the orphan train riders. These are some pretty sad stories. Okay, here's another one on the orphan train. Orphan train children. Yep. Kind of sad, you know? Okay, here's one more for railroading in Iowa, so I'll let you read that if you like. the rain stopped. It was raining and raining when we got to Mason City, and it finally stopped. So I was able to come out here and show you that engine. Now, tomorrow they're talking about rain again, and we'll be driving from Mason City to Janesville. Yeah, Janesville, Minnesota.
Yeah, just right outside of Mankato.
Yeah, right outside of Mankato. So that's where the sister engine is to this one. And we're going to see how well that one weathered time. So I showed you what that Minneapolis and St. Louis locomotive looked like in Mason City. And that one, remember, was in pristine condition. This one here, well, let's just say it's weathered a bit. So this one is the 471, and the Bornicke Construction Company owns this, and that's who I called for permission to come out and look at it. This one was built in 1910. The one you saw in Mason City was built in 1912. So there's a few more things this guy has here other than just this locomotive. So I thought I'd just show. So I just wanted to show you some of the other stuff he has. Kind of quirky things, huh? Kind of cool. But the main reason was to show you that Minneapolis and St. Louis locomotive, 1910. So just a wee bit weathered. I don't know if we're going to be able to get it up to steam or not. Yeah. So the one in Mason City was 1912. So that's two that survived. Not real pretty. Mason City was pretty though, wasn't it? Yep. So if you're a Minneapolis and St. Louis lover, at least I got to show you something. And we're in Janesville, so I'm going to see if I can figure out where the depot was. Okay, so here's our locomotive. Now, here's the sign, so I can't get too close to the railroad. This is a fiber warning, but I know this is an active railroad. So, there used to be a couple of buildings here. I think they were an elevator and a mill side by side here. And I think this first picture I'm going to put up was probably where the mills were, where this locomotive is now. So I can't get the height I need, okay? But you'll get the gist of it. This mill you see, or this elevator on this side, you're going to see the edge of it in this picture. I'm going to line up this picture now. If I had the height kind of looking down, this would be the site you'd see. Okay, this would be the depot. Looking at it from across the street. Notice the couple of tall buildings to the right. I believe those buildings were sitting right about where that locomotive was. So right here. Okay, if you're going to ask me, I'd say that was an old coal shed. Here's that elevator that goes way back into the pictures of those depots. There's where the depots would have been. There would have been a first depot, then a second depot. So you see what's behind me? Yeah, Dairy Queen. So I'm gonna let you guys go. I'll catch you on my next one. God bless you all.